Seeing a lot of these passport bros video going around where American women are getting kind of upset that men are leaving America to find their woman. They go to places where women speak a little English, no education whatsoever. However, that's not the reason. The reason why men do that is because the women out there are loving, caring, nourishing, feminine, and the food top notch. So it's like essentially what a man want. I'm Chinese, I'm from Hong Kong. We do shit on men a lot. We are bossy. However, we do been praising them when they're being an excellent man. Versus, I've seen lots of women in America, they would be like, as he should. You see the difference? Like, that's just very ungrateful. Men are really easy to please. Just give him his time and space. Be his peace of mind instead of a headache when he come home. Respect him. Appreciate him. Let him lead. Trust him. Believe in him. I'm very traditional. And maybe some women are not like that and they don't like that, which is fine. Do whatever that works well for you. And what I've been doing has been working very, very well for me. That's why I'm just, sharing a little secret. It's so simple, but it seems like a lot of women don't understand that. Don't get me wrong, you can be an excellent woman and once in a while you still run into some assholes, right? So, again, go where you're respected. If it's not working out, leave and go where you're respected. And keep doing you. Be a good woman. You will find a man, for sure.
What type of a man do you want to spend the rest of your life with?
I want a nice guy that is 6 feet tall, has 6 rock abs, and has a 6-figure income.
You also want him to take care of your 3 kids?
Of course, if he marries me, he marries my problems too.
Western men are tired of this nonsense. Only 10% of men have the qualities these Western women want. What should happen to the remaining 90%? You guessed right. They'll go where they're wanted. Easy as that. Men are traveling abroad to find love, yet these women are still getting triggered. What exactly do these women want? It's not news that men are running abroad in search for love. When women in these countries consistently insult their husbands and boyfriends because they don't respect or even like them, I can't say that I blame the guys. These men have left their native countries in search of a partner who will live up to their high standards and not look down on them. If you think about womanism, you can start to question if it is brainwashing or if it is just something that women have secretly wanted for millennia but haven't been able to do on their own. I will say that both are at work, with a bigger amount going to womanism because it is something that women have always secretly desired. Because I want to be completely honest in this response. It makes sense that someone who has spent their whole life being regarded as the inferior of the sexes would embrace the opportunity to be treated equally and to acquire power and influence over the person who has always held them in lower regard. These feelings are shared by the majority of modern women. They have never before been under real authority, therefore they are taking a gamble. We'd finally understand the problem well. Women who view men as inferior handle them in this manner. When women believe a guy is beneath them, they toss him aside, and when they feel a man is above them, they instantly surrender to him. Womanism, in my opinion, has always been the aim of modern women. If you disagree with me, then please explain why so many modern women choose womanism over traditionalism. The conventional gender roles of men as the leaders and women as the followers are seen as a sign of weakness by modern women. But it is praised and shared when women speak out in favor of masculine domination and sexual freedom at the expense of men. Does womanism signify something they've always desired but fear they'd never accomplish? Or are they blindly following the indoctrination? According to what I've seen and heard, women have always desired womanism. In my view, there is just too much evidence to draw that judgment. It's ought to allow them to continue to adhere slavishly to sexism in whatever form. Make them responsible for their own consequences. Career-focused women in their late teens and early 20s with an insane work ethic can achieve financial success by adhering to the womanism philosophy, which is unusual. However, these women frequently forget that as they get older, their bodies will start to deteriorate while their attitudes will not change. Women won't be able to find a partner if they wish to create a family. Womanism is the way to go if these women don't want to get married and start families. They put a lot of effort into building a successful career, saving for and purchasing the perfect automobile, living life to their own terms, and ultimately passing away alone. But womanism makes it more difficult for them to get married and have kids. As a result, they feel angry and frustrated since they are unable to meet all of their requirements. Men are the crucial component, yet they aren't contributing. I sincerely hope I've made it abundantly apparent why womanism isn't a viable choice for the majority of women. It hurts too much to think of getting old and being helpless. In order to avoid living on the streets or in an orphanage, they begin searching for a hero. Research reveals that despite the widespread belief among feminists and followers of the womanism theory that men are useless, they really rely heavily on their male partners for both emotional and practical assistance. These may be their dads, ex-husbands, casual companions, or members of the military or police. Although being supposed to be independent, they nonetheless need monthly financial help. What I've witnessed among today's modern females is their adoption of the womanism notion. To get back to the reason why men seek for wives or girlfriends abroad in the first place, the incessant bullshit from modern women has worn guys thin. The continual disrespect and high bar to entry required merely to sit down and go on a date with one of these women are turning men away because they cannot live up to it. Everything these women expect that is based on womanism is not for the growth of men. But when he does succeed in seducing a lady, he just pays her the barest amount of attention. She will treat him like trash, never stop bugging him, and possibly even cheat on him before they ultimately break up. While I do not share the belief that single men should travel overseas to find love, I can understand why some men do. You have to understand that other women will take advantage of you in the same manner that your present abusers have. For instance, a number of the women I know have boyfriends who have arranged for them to have sex with men from developed countries and then send the money that resulted back to their families. This world is really dangerous. In modern-day America, gender roles continue to be a contentious issue. Many of us, both men and women, are curious about the roles that our genders play and whether or not they ought to be determining factors. Women have always been treated with respect and decency in my home. While women's principal role is to assist men acquire riches and power, the principles of chivalry are admirable. Men were courteous and respectful, and they handled exercising their power with grace. Both sexes used to treat their subordinates with the same amount of respect and reverence that modern executives exhibit to their employees. In the business world, superiors are no longer considered peers. Even if you pay for supper, she is no longer impressed. In fact, we are already planning for this. Chivalry has an excellent track record with women in impoverished nations, even though it might not work with American women today. The dating setting is affected by social and economic variables. Women control the dating sector, and while the job market stays stagnant, they are increasingly using predatory and deceptive methods to get what they want from men. There are numerous dating apps accessible because people have limited time and need a way to use dating to get through the month. Dinner dates alone are no longer adequate. These women are purely motivated by money. Men must adjust to the new reality of transactional relationships since the age of traditional dating is dead. The average American woman believes she is entitled to a certain number of things. They want us to regard each other as equals and not make any boundaries in some circumstances. And in others, they want men to be men and women to be women. Men tend to draw the incorrect judgments all too often. These women behave as if we possess telepathic powers. They want us to realize that no can also mean yes. No may also mean not yet, and yes can also mean no at any given time. We will be labeled as cowards if we commit even one mistake, and women don't like cowardly men. It is bad news since it implies that the woman is no longer there. Any slip-up might result in claims of sexual assault. With all these reasons, why won't any man want to travel abroad to find love? I mean, those women abroad don't have any sense of entitlement, at least for now. Soon, Western women will corrupt them too, and love won't exist in this world anymore. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.